fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come on, 180. DC.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, it's Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Goff now looks to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 27 yards there, a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Like 20. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, defense.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A shotgun snap for gone. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. From 8 yards out, and the Rams add on to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 5 now. Goff, he's letting it fly for Cooks, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
They are going for it. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Charlie. Check 99. Hey, 5.
Here's Goff. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, D. It's just 2 for 1. Me and you.
Here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very well-executed play and goes for 29 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Being chased out left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 57, 57.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It's taken to the 26. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10. Goff on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Cut. 180. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Here's Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie. All day, defense, all day, all day.
On first down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now here's Mahomes, forced out to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 27, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Yellow. 480. 59. Mike to 59. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check 15. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 59. Here we go. Here we go. Mike.
Out of the gun. Goff. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
From the 50, it's gone. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That time, Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
act like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after test.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. 319. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Box it. 26. Hey, shoot.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Allison. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 47 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now it's Darnold. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And this This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Push him back. Mike 50, Mike 50. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out right here to Herndon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch it. Come on, man, 80.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Darnold from the red zone now. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Preston Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Darnold, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now Rodgers. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, D. Greystone, travel.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Let's do this. 319. Mike 54.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers being chased out left. And left side here, it's Graham. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Watch the run. They're running.
On second down, it's Jones. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got a moonwalk. Room here to run. Give him 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Preston Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50. Lady. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Check. Watch 54. I'm off.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Preston Smith, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Darnold. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 67 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yes, sir. 50, ready? Lose one. Man left, man left. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the pass complete to Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold dancing to his left. This is Anderson over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, wahoo! You ain't doing nothing today.
Again, Darnold. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Young lady, let's get it. Hey, Delta.
One last throw down for Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Hey, Delta. 380.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, easy. Hey, box truck.
Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way down to the 35. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 43 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I will see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Chargers.
40. Stay there. Round 80.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice... And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
First thing. 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Coming to you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now it's Watson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now out comes Houston, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You're talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Rivers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
On three. Motion, looking for it down, he's coming.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
Under 31. 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before the break. Watson trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12. Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. But now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Faking the give. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. Off of a defense.
He certainly better defense coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Fairbairn up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Caught left side. Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Shh. after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rivers again. To Gordon, out left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Back now in Houston. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. First down, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again, Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Nothing on that one, it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Exit.
To the air again here, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Badgley able to knock this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's coming. Hey, alert 3.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
No, check that.
Watson, off play action. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Check 52.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection. And
this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 35 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, come on now, come on now. Wait, 89.
Rivers on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete. incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Rivers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rivers on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 3 on Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And a 5-yard gain.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Right on these two. Right on these two. Let's see what you got.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yellow. There's a water, right? I got you.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the interception, here's Trubisky, and he rifles one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Trubisky. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check. Red. Alert. 18.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Gonna let one flip. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 57 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Get up! Ready! I got one! I got one! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now it's Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going deep this time for Miller. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
15. Watch the safety creep.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point safely through. And that makes this a 9-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Davis on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 27 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Not that time for Watkins.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You're not ready.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darren Lee drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Get off the field. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Attack.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough nets.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Khalil Mack giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He can run for it, and he will. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Jim. Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught right side, Davis. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Not 10.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got you.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Trubisky will throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, he goes full extension, and he's got it. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have retaken the lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, man. Watch the booth.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the